We are live on the late night, and Eric is talking about exploding diarrhea. Eric, how you
Well,
doing?
let's go back. Let's go back to what you said before you even hit that live button.
Whoa. What's saying about me? What's saying about me? What's saying about me?
If we're going to talk about exploding diarrhea, we better be live.
You better get paid for it. However, if I look at this picture, Mark clearly used AI.
I didn't do this.
Whoever did it, it looks like that Swerve ass was all in the face of Omega. Like, if you look how the arms are, like he's holding on and he's taking that stink face. Like, it's
right. It's like he's using his body as a jetpack.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
not. It's not correct. It's not correct anatomy. Just not.
No. But AI is on top of the world, guys, and welcome to the late edition of the Sharpshooters Wrestling Manny and Marcus podcast show. Kind of deal. I don't know what we're calling it.
This is the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Is it midweek? Only the Sharpshooters happen on the weekend.
So they only work on the weekend?
They only work on the weekend.
Oh, so
this is the Untitled Manny and Marcus with special guest Eric.
Very special people. Very special.
I mean, that means you become the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm like Kenny Omega in that AI picture, man.
Well, as he don't have a head, you don't have a neck, so you're halfway there.
Fuck you, sir. I'm gonna find my neck again. I'm gonna find it. I'm looking for it.
I got this week.
Stop looking at your neck. I thought we wasn't supposed to go low. He already want to brag about his fucking neck. I don't care about his neck.
It's only been a minute and 50 seconds.
Hey,
it's only been a minute
you brought
and 50
neck,
seconds.
and then I had to find some mention that I've refound my neck.
I just want to point out, when I found my neck, I didn't brag about finding my neck.
You
just want
did.
to point that out.
I did not.
How many photos you take of yourself?
I just took photos. I didn't brag about my neck. You brought up my neck more than I did, Marcus.
Pure
Just saying.
vanity.
You the one who in the pre-show talking about you want to have a white nose.
I was working on my white nose. I didn't say I want to have a white nose. I said I look like I have a white nose due to this light being extremely bright.
Oh wait, maybe you should stay back there, Marcus. Stay back there. Your coloring looks perfect.
Why don't you turn your light down?
Because when you were that close, you're overexposed.
Yeah, that's true. You are overexposed. Look at Manny using photography terms. I'm proud of you.
I'm tired of this exposure, man. I'm tired of being exposed. But I am Marcus the Grand Finale. This guy on the left of me is
a very sleepy, racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes.
Yes. And below that
is Eric. Sometimes I'm called a hater. One time I was known as the Prime Factor, but I'm just Eric. 4 letters.
Anymore.
4 letters, 1 word.
1 word.
Yeet.
That is when he gets up and down from a chair. He's like,
kind of is, man. At this point, it is. As I got to do the kick when I get out the bed. But Mark, I think you want to get this part. Are we shooting for 30 to 45 minutes? Are we trying to beat the record?
I was shooting to 25, baby. I think we can do it. I think we are in our 25. Own speed terms.
25.
Hold on.
25.
Can we also pick up that the first time we ever finished on time, and this is the early on time, was when me and Mark were both sick. We were both sick that day.
I just want to point out this person said 45. So I think, Marcus, we should start off with the not better show.
Excuse me. Is this the weekend? Is this the weekend? This is not the weekend. Today is Thursday, okay? This is Stores Day, okay? Relax. Go, you're along for the ride, man. You said it's the Untitled Media Market Show.
Okay, man.
Okay?
Conduct this.
So, get in your child seat, okay? I put the child locks on the door, and let's go on this ride.
How do you feel? He harnessed you.
You know what? I'm gonna let him drive this car, and we're gonna see where it goes. If we get lost, that's on him.
Here we go.
He shushed you.
He did not shush me.
The first show we're gonna cover is WWE NXT. Manny.
Hold on. No. I read your description.
Yeah. I realized
talk about Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash?
Yes, it's the same description as the previous one, except I added and again or something, whatever I did.
No, you read Kevin Nash apologizes and then keeps going. Jericho's still with AEW, question mark, and then Jaida Parker is injured.
All that's news.
I think you left out the biggest news story that took place this week of Bianca lying to us, trying to make it seem like she got surgery on that finger that we know she got done before. This is the biggest cover up I've ever seen in a long, long time.
Why do you feel this is a cover up, and what does she have to gain by this being a cover up?
It gives you that surprise return when she's not supposed to be back, because it doesn't make any sense. They knew the finger was messed up. Why would you wait until now, right before WrestleMania season? Quite frankly, right before the Elimination Chamber, to now all of a sudden that we're going to have pictures of the surgery, have pictures of the hands. I mean, first of all, they just popped up as a couple up for Valentine's Day. It just seems like we're getting an overdose of Bianca Belair right now.
Did you read any of the messages? I bet you just looked at the picture, huh?
I read some of the messages, but I don't remember none of them.
So she was saying, so for a while they've been saying that this has been complicated. This is unlike any finger or hand injury that anybody has ever seen before. And she had to find the specialist, Dr. Desi something. I can't remember his name.
Dr. Desi.
Is it just Desi?
Yeah.
She found him, and he was able to figure it out. And then now she could get the surgery. This has been a long lingering problem. And I don't think it's a work, and I don't think you gain anything by being surprised, because who the hell are you surprising and why?
Bianca. Jade.
She don't have to even post this shit. If she was going to surprise, she could just show up. Why even post it?
Get her name back out there.
And then why she need to show up on Jade? Last time her and Jade were around, they were kind of cool.
I just want to say,
surprising?
I can't look at the metadata of those pictures. I have doubt. That's all I have to say. It's professional wrestling. I'm allowed to have doubt.
Man, do you have any reasonable doubt? I have reasonable doubt.
I still have. I was still looking for a date or something, giveaway on that computer when she was doing her physiotherapy on that hand. I still found nothing.
This investigation is frivolous, guys. Frivolous.
Like, I want to go look at medical records. I want to know what hospital where they did the surgery at.
Who you to look at medical records?
Yeah.
I'm going to subpoena somebody.
So you allow 3 random people on YouTube with all their subscribers and whatever, just all of a sudden go through your medical data?
We are not 3 random people. We are the longest multicultural wrestling podcast in the game. And one day we will get our awards to recognize our accomplishments of our greatness.
They will never.
Marcus, Eric is going about like Randy Orton in that movie. I'm going to the papers.
He's going to the
papers.
You know the papers ain't going. For $1 million, guys, on this game show, what's the name of that movie?
Oh, I can't remember.
I can't remember. But I know it's not Uncle Tom or Bojangles or Kevin Nash. Just can't say sorry.
Let's talk about digging a hole.
Just say sorry.
This is Kevin Nash, people. And last time on the show, he was talking about Javon needs to become more urban. He's too much Bojangles. Well, since that
Bojangles, Marcus, not Jingles. Bojangles a total different person. That's his cousin.
Bojangles.
Jingle jangle. What are you? Bojangles.
No. Bojangle is present tense, okay? Marcus. Bojangle, it already happened. So you got to get it right.
I don't care about Bojangle.
It's not Jangle Bells. It's Jingle Bells. So Bojangles, different people.
Anyway, he called him Mr. Bojangles, and now everybody was like, "What the hell, Kevin? What the hell, man? What the F?" And then Kevin releases an apology, and he starts going over Black history and how he was raised in Detroit and how he knew Black history. He knew who Uncle Tom was. He knew that Uncle Tom was actually the hero and Sambo was the villain. I doubt if he knew that. But he continues to dig himself a hole, and he kept going on and on to the point where I believe the entire wrestling community united around Javon and now are anti-Kevin Nash, who doesn't give a fuck what people think anymore.
It was the last sentences of that apology on Twitter, where he said he should be the male version of Sol Ruka, more contemporary than urban. But your initial statement said urban.
Yeah. And to compare black ass Javon to black ass Sol Ruka, I find that's double threats.
I think the lesson that we can learn from here, and I think we can end it with this point, is that we should also take this advice sometimes. I know I should. Sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and not give an opinion on stuff and just let stuff happen.
He has a podcast, Eric, just like us.
I know he has
to give his opinion. He has to give his opinion. He's an ex-retired wrestler in his 60s. You got to have a podcast.
From the mean streets of Detroit, that he really hung around real OGs. I'm just saying.
But Marcus, well, the real question is, what does Stevie think about this?
Oh, I can't wait. But you know, we're not going to get Stevie first. We're going to get your boy, and I know you hate it. And that's what I'm saying. Your boy James Romero is going to talk, and he's going to be negative about it.
Excuse me. his name will forever be on this show. The guy with the toys. He is never ever referred to by his name. James Romero.
Man, you taught me his name. I honestly blacked it out every single week. Well, anyway, they're all going to talk about it. It's going to be a talking point for the rest of the week. And I think the best thing, like Eric said, for Kevin Nash to do, and publicly and as loud as possible, shut the fuck up. A very loud shut the fuck up. I'm talking about you on podcasts. I don't want to hear your emails. I don't want to see you on Twitter. I don't even want to hear you eating whatever Manny just took a bite of.
Marcus,
I don't
if
want
he's
to see
podcasting,
race car.
Marcus, if he's
Oh, they
podcasting,
said the race car.
if he's podcasting, Marcus, he needs to be talking about something completely different from wrestling, like a chocolate cake, maybe volleyball, just not pro wrestling. Just let it cool off.
First of
Take
all,
a 2
I don't
week
want
break.
Eric, let me ask you a
watching
question.
a man talk about chocolate cake and volleyball. That just sounds like the creepiest podcast.
Hold on, Marcus. Eric, what old wrestler from yesteryear would you like to be talking about? Cake and volleyball. Is it the same person, or is it two different entities?
So first and foremost, it is Kevin Nash talking about volleyball because he has the height to understand volleyball. And if he was talking about cake, it would probably be, may she
NXT?
rest in peace. It'd be Sapphire and Kevin Nash talking about cake and volleyball.
Sapphire?
Sapphire. That'd be the podcast right there.
Eric, the man, I believe he can pull better than Sapphire. The man, it can do better than Sapphire.
You try to tell me you look at Sapphire, you don't think that she could have made a mean cake? She made a mean cake.
Why is Sapphire on a podcast?
I think Sapphire. Why isn't she on the podcast, man? Everybody else is there. Everybody else is there. Who are you talking about? You trying to tell me you wouldn't watch the Sapphire podcast if it was her and breaking down footage like Stevie Richards?
Marcus, I'm going to take Marcus. We got our first late night comment on Thursday. Fearfully Confident says chocolate cake is the LA Knight's next opponent booked by Triple H. I mean, he had him fight a pumpkin on Halloween.
Wait,
Yes,
who's Fearfully Chocolate? That's a proper comment in the middle of the night.
yes. Middle of the night for you, Betty. In the evening for us. But Marcus, continue with your show.
Still the middle of the night in the evening. The heart of the night. So that's that topic. The next thing, Jaida Parker. Bad week for black people. Bad week for black people. We're getting slandered by Kevin Nash and I guess Jaida Parker and Bianca and her situation. And then Jaida Parker's out with a neck injury.
We should have led with the story the moment me and Eric start talking about necks.
Yeah. If I was good at hosting, a good transition would have been, speaking of cake, Jaida Parker.
That's not even Mark. That's sexist right there, man. The lady has suffered a neck injury, and we all know that neck injuries in professional wrestling are not the best things to suffer. The sad part, she was building up momentum again after being missing on air for a while. I mean, she is one of the blue chip prospects in NXT, but with this neck injury, you just don't know. You know, you wonder. This neck injury is the reason why we got Kalani versus Lola this week, you know, that we have to go back down that road.
That's supposed to be happening.
Yeah, but you know, like the thing about this neck injury could have, maybe they were doing, you know, WWE don't do no long-term booking.
This
so
has
never
been a long
mind.
time, Eric. This has been months.
This is to do with Blake Monroe. That feud's still ongoing. But I don't know how bad this neck injury is because the way they reported it didn't say it was broke. Yeah, just said it may just be like a little stinger. It could just keep her out for about a month, at most a month. But the way they were she was on Busted Open Radio with Natty and Dave, LaGreca, not Milton.
I was thinking Batista.
But the way Natty was speaking about her, she's up there with like. Do you know how all the call-ups happen? Like when the original Four Horsewomen, they were talking about her like being the Bailey of the one staying behind, and that's high praise for someone that's only been in it for the length of time she has. Like she's never really a wrestler, quote unquote, but to get with, she was a soccer player.
Yeah.
So who do you think? Oh, go. Sorry.
It'll be her if they don't rush Sol Roker to the main roster. It'll be her and Sol Roker at the top.
Okay, so who are your modern 4 horsewomen are they already on the main roster, or are they in NXT right now? Who you got, Manny?
I would like to keep this conversation to those currently in NXT before because the last conversation is the current ones that recently went up have been pillaged from NXT.
Yeah.
So
pillars.
I would like to think you would go Sol Ruka, Jaida Parker, maybe Kalani Jordan, and possibly Lola.
Damn, JC didn't make
Well,
it.
so I'm going to disagree with you, Manny, with this one. I'm going to go with Jaida Parker. I'm going to go with Sol Ruka. I'm going to go with, I can't think of her name, but she's the current Evolve champion.
Kendall Gray.
Kendall Gray. There we go. Kendall Gray. And then I guess I'm going to go Callie Armstrong.
He can remember Clark Connors, man. He can remember Clark Connors.
The only reason, Marcus, you go, and then I'll.
I agree with yours. It's Sol Ruka, Lola Vice, Jaida Parker, and Kalani Jordan.
Yeah, I think the two you named of Kendall Gray and Callie Armstrong, they're too new. They're very much, they're still kind of green in the sense of like WWE world. So I think once we're done with this generation that me and Marcus just named, I think those two are the next two. But I can easily see either one of them, mostly probably Kendall because she's white, be fast tracked.
Yes, but so my issue is that
very tired white though.
I think
he said she's white.
I think Kalani.
I'm very tired.
I think Kalani and Lola both are people that we've kind of seen before. I don't know if they will have the success on the main. That's why I can't put them there. But this probably was a conversation that should have happened on the weekend where people are more fully functioning, not rushing.
We can bring it up
like
on the weekend, man. Can I give you my Sunday outfit? All right, I could be my pink suit, ready for church and hell at the same time.
Well, you've got the 3/4 zip going on. You look like
quarter zip finale right now.
This is a very responsible market. This is market that people's a therapist.
This is Marcus about to tell someone off. Like, you've been fucking up for 4 days.
Fucking up, man. What the hell you doing, man? You've been fucking up.
Fucking up all week. You've been fucking up. So anyway,
you been making me do my job.
How dare you call me out for not doing my job correctly? You will be punished in a harsh fashion. Let's go into NXT. Manny, what do you think are the 3 biggest topics? The show's a little different, guys. It's going to try to be as fast as possible. Right, 17 minutes.
So I'll do these in types of orders. So Ricky Saints arrived in the parking lot and he was jumped by Joe Hendry, which led to Joe Hendry being in the mood and him not being his jokey sing-song himself, which I thought added a new dimension to him. Yeah, go on.
I don't think I can hear you.
Your audio kind of messed up a little bit. I don't know why.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cutting in and out or something.
I think it's probably because I was talking like this and the mic was behind me.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. He's tired, y'all. He's tired.
Yeah, so Joe Henry was in the ring in a mood, and then he's not his usual self. He's not singing, he's not being jovial with the crowd. He's in a mood. And I think this added a dimension to Joe Hendry that I've been asking for a while, where it's just not the same thing we always see. And then Ricky Saints comes out there claiming he's the number 1 guy because he's gifted. He said Joe Hendry has no style. He gives fake answers to things so he sounds like a champion. But the real answer is Ricky Saints. He said he'd worked too hard to elevate NXT to have Hendry ruin it for him. So they set up a match for Vengeance Day on March 7th.
He also called him ugly. He said he was not pretty enough to be the champion, which I thought this was a very good segment because I think that the NXT roster, since the pillaging of the main roster, the roster is very weak. And I think that Ricky Starks made very good points in regard to Joe Hendry of he's really not the face. But unfortunately, when Ricky was making his points, I'm looking at Ricky as like, you ain't the guy either. Like right now, we're at an impasse of who the champion should be. But I thought this was a very strong segment, as Manny said, to give a different dimension to Joe Hendry.
I don't buy it. I don't buy anything Joe says. I don't care. He looked like a kid trying to play mad, and then he started cursing and stuff. I just didn't buy it. I was looking at him going, "Shut up, Joe. You ain't a big man. You ain't tough. You ain't dangerous. You wouldn't talk to Keanu Carter this way. You only talking to a man that's very small.
He was on the streets.
This way.
He was on the streets this episode.
So I don't buy Joe Hendry as this angry guy or whatnot, and I don't buy him as champion. I can't wait for him to lose that title.
For me, I am very interested in what's going on with the Nepos.
Yes. The birthright. That's what they call themselves.
I'm calling them the Nepos. The Uriah Contest is trying to convince Charlie Dempsey to join. But then it seems like the ringleader, Lexus King, is like, did you get the job done? And he's like, I'm working on it. So he's facing off against his boy from JSU next week. And then Stacks is all like, because he got questioned, proving his worth. Stacks is like, I'm marrying into this.
Okay, so Stacks ain't nobody's child, right? No. He's just with Ariana, right?
Stacks may as well be me, you, or Manny at this point.
Okay. that makes more sense.
We here.
If anyone, it's me. It's me. Because I just joined the bandwagon of this.
Manny, since you gave one segment, can I give my segment? Because I think they're kind of overlapped. Just to, if it's okay with you, Marcus, of course.
There's one segment I also want to talk about that's not part of my 3, but go ahead.
I thought another strong segment that took place on NXT was for the women's title. It was JCJ. She came out there with Fatal Attraction, and they did their thing.
That's the main thing I was going to talk about.
I know it's the same thing. But this way we can have
the pre-show said we didn't want to talk about.
We didn't have time.
Roca and JC.
We didn't have time for the
no one's gonna talk about this. I'm the only one talking about this.
No, it's like having conversation where we have talking points. Like we have 3 things. But I thought this was a very good segment because I thought that when you bring up Zara and all that dynamic with
what's her name?
Zaria, I think is her name. I don't know. Zaria. I can't remember the girl.
What did you say first time?
I said Zara. I forgot.
You call it like Zorro.
Whatever. But you really feel something for JC. You do. You really feel something for JC. JC
from the jealousy.
This jealousy and like the lack of respect. Like no one respects her as the champ. Like in essence, you brought up the name. She's lower than Bailey at this point. Like no one takes her seriously. Like everybody's waiting for her to lose the title. And I can understand feeling that way where you go to work every day, you do the best that you can do, and then still everybody talks about everybody else at that job. Like it's the worst feeling ever. So I feel sympathy for JC. So Roka's gonna probably win if Zaria doesn't interfere. Yes, Marcus.
Did you go to work today?
I did.
No, you didn't. That looks like you're wearing a bathrobe.
I'm just saying, you go over here talking about I empathize with JC who's there every day, and you of all people doing this.
I have vacation people.
Now I sympathize with JC. Manny sympathizes. Manny up here in the middle of the night.
Let me ask the question. It's the sympathy Olympics. Who do you feel more sorry for? Zaria, who's already got her gripes with Soul getting all these opportunities, or JC Jane?
I got zero sympathy for Zaria. Zaria has had opportunities. Zaria has
she has not. She has not. Zaria she's been in the shadow.
She has lost every single opportunity. No one.
Soul
Roca gave her a TNA knockout champion. Everybody know a dime a dozen you could be champion. Ariana Grace is the damn champion, for God's sake. Anybody can be that champion.
She was the champion.
Zaria couldn't win that title.
No, Eric. If you hurt your leg and then either me or Marcus had to defend your North American title, and then someone knocks you over out on the outside, you think I give a damn about you on the outside? I'm defending that title, and then you know what? As soon as you return to recovery, that title's mine anyway. I defended it. It's mine.
I think the question, though,
I'm jumping off the apron on her ass.
I'm seeing a little bit more dimension in Soul Roca's character, but do you think that she can carry the weight and the pressure of being the NXT Women's Champion?
No, because I think she should be the WWE Women's Champion.
Oh, there we go. He's still trying to get in that bed.
I'm not. It's just nothing to do with getting in the bed. This is someone that I believe has the talent, the tools, and a 5-tool player, athleticism. The people are going to get behind her. She's a female Jeff Hardy.
I think she may struggle, mainly on the basis that she's a face at this point. Face champions always struggle anywhere they are in wrestling, and it's always about the chase. It's never about the reign, really. It's about the chase for a face champion. She stood her own on the microphone. She made a lot of references to JC just being there for ages. She's like, she's been there for 4 years, and there's still remnants of the old JC.
She sings her own theme song, which I didn't know.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they play out this thing, because there was rumors going around that there's a character change and possibly a music change for Sol Ruka coming up. So that may be a turn. It could be a case that we need to take her more seriously. But yeah,
you can see the subtleties in her character.
This is the last question I'm going to ask on this. Think Sol's going to turn on Zaria before Zaria turns on Sol? Because Zaria embraced the loyalty this week. Even though, by the way, for the record, if you're going to save my ass, don't come up with a rules. Just start kicking ass. Don't be like, get him up. I don't want to get up. I already got my ass kicked.
Yeah, but because she may have wanted to get her.
Do this.
Oh, it might have not been a ruse. It might not have been a ruse. Or it could be a double ruse. It could be a double ruse. Yeah, she could have thought about it, but then it was like, maybe I do it on a bigger stage. Maybe I do it when you have a towel, man.
No, let me just tell you right
do
now.
it with vengeance.
Zaria didn't have to go out there. She could have let her ass get beat. So you know what? When she decided she was going to make her save, she was going, you know what? I'm going to let her get a couple of extra shots in so she can know how much she really still needs me. That's what she did. And like Mandy said, I'll just do it on the big stage. Just like how you say, I can't do it on the big stage and I can't win a title. You can't either, heifer. You can't either.
But she's done it. She's won 2 titles.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at your wife sneezing and coughing?
Where you go? You gonna hit her now? You abusive son of a bitch.
She got a biscuit and a piece of cake. I've never seen this combination before. I don't even know where she got the biscuit from.
Well, we were talking about cake, so it's appropriate that we are into the cake era. Now it's time to move on to Dynamite.
Yeah.
No. There was one bit I want to talk about. It's more of a like tiny bit.
Smidge.
A smidge.
Yeah. So Robert Stone has wanted to announce the women's speed tournament, and Blake Monroe is informed that she is going to be facing the person I hate the most, Thea Hell. But it reminded me of a promo by Toni Storm during their feud when she was Mariah May, where she wishes her nothingness. A career of, well, we won't remember you. This is what this is. This is exactly what this is. This is mediocrity at its best.
Let me tell you this. I know you hate Thea Hell, but she does have potential. But I will add this. You know you want a Mariah May treatment to Thea Hell where she's spitting her face for no reason in the middle of an interview. You know you want that. Thea's not going to react like Toni Storm. She's probably going to cry. But I'm just saying that's what you want.
Just a little known fact, Shantae hated the outfit that Blake Monroe was wearing. She said, "Oh, what is that?" She was like, "What is she wearing?" But anyway, let's. I guess it's time to go to Dynamite.
Dynamite. So let's talk about the big headline. It's the cover thumbnail of the awkward-looking thumbnail at this point now. It's a good thumbnail. It's just they're just Kenny's face is missing, and you zoom in on Swerve, and you don't know who that is. But it is a beautiful thumbnail. I will say this. Swerve and Kenny put on a damn good match. Again, should not have been in Sacramento. Should not been on free TV. But I will argue Eric would have never watched it if it wasn't on free TV anyway. So he has no complaint in this argument.
I got plenty of complaints.
No, because I don't mind if that was on free TV, but it's just like the place it was in.
Yes. You were in. It's just. First of all, you made
That's
me
a Chicago match if there ever was one. You know they like to spam Chicago.
You made me sit through pretty much a meaningless AEW Dynamite. Just like everything.
I don't think so.
Like
I wouldn't say it was meaningless.
It was a lot of filler to get to what we got to. But
hey, the women's match was amazing, and that was a fatal four-way.
my issue with
How
the
do we talk
whole
about that?
entire main event is that A, it should not have been in Sacramento, and B, they gave us a legit real singles match. Like, it was like, oh, this is a real match. It was no run-ins, there was no shenanigans. Swerve won after a combative thing, and then next thing you know, he snaps and he turns. And I'm like, wow, this is a great way to end this show that should have never took place in Sacramento, California. It should not have been there. It should not have been there. Chicago, Manny right, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles.
New York, where they're in that in the tennis arena.
Yeah. And now
The Grand Slam, the Arthur Ashe.
That's what it's where it is.
The tennis arena. I was like,
and the thing for me, like, let's say Kenny,
I don't know who Arthur and Ash is.
He's a tennis player. So let's say Kenny is gonna sell these injuries and whatnot, and maybe they'll have a match.
We diminished him by just saying he's just a tennis player, but
maybe they have a match at their next pay-per-view. But the problem is that match is gonna have a gimmick attached to it, and I don't like that. I wanted the match they gave in Sacramento that was just a match. It was a really good match. It was
find out who the best wrestler really is.
It was no gimmicks, no Darby Allin coming out the crowd. You leaving Clark Connors by himself. It was just a good match. I really liked that match.
So let me add this. So I think we're all in agreement. Really good match. Probably shouldn't happen in Sacramento, but whatever. It happened. I had fun watching it. What did you think of the heel turn? And the tease in the match of the heel turn did Swerve pull Aubrey Edwards in front of him to take that beat trigger? Because that's one of the most dastardly things someone can do.
Who you want to go first?
I go Manny.
Okay.
It's not that dastardly. I saw Shawn Michaels pull a cameraman for a diving Undertaker at WrestleMania 25.
Cameraman, Manny. Cameraman. This is wee little Aubrey.
So,
She gonna be gyrating for the rest of her life. She gonna be just tweaking after that beat trigger.
So
her stomach is obliterated.
let me tell you this: it's an equality world. If you want to jump in, if you want to get in there,
Referee.
doesn't matter.
Ref gets bumps all the time, Marcus. If you apply for the referee job, you see what happened to referees. They take the brunt of it, and they're fragile.
If I apply for the referee job and I get it, I'm gonna referee from outside the ring and then slide in for my count. Okay. Don't worry about how I referee.
First of all, Marcus,
Don't
I
worry
want to see you
about
slide in.
I'm doing
I want to see you slide in. I don't think you
just as
can.
good a job as anybody else. Okay.
Marcus, you ain't fast enough to slide in.
You ain't fast enough to slide in, Marcus.
I'll slide in like this. I'll show you something. Look at this. See,
Nah, you ain't got it.
I couldn't do it in the chair, but
No,
I was
Marcus,
slid in.
like this. You be like this, trying to get into the 2 count. Oh no! Oh.
And just start hitting the side of the apron.
Yeah, right. I would. I do not care. I wouldn't give a fuck. I would never be knocked out. But I thought that was a good moment in the match to tease Swerve heel turn before he just went berserk on poor Kenny. And my favorite thing about this, for 1,000,000% selfish reasons, when I attend AEW Revolution in Los Angeles, it's probably going to be Kenny versus Swerve. I know, Eric, you want just a regular singles match, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be mostly that. And then maybe he's going to stab him with an epidural needle. What? It happens.
To the credit, I think this is something that AEW needed. They needed another heel for their company, and I think Swerve is a great heel.
Hold on, there's thousands of heels.
No,
in
but I mean, like right now, because right now,
independent heel.
Right now, Mox is tweening. We don't know what he's doing. But the thing about it, I thought they did a very good job with the whole commentating. I thought that Bryan Danielson, he was selling the Dragon Whip suplex that Kenny does and all that. And then even when Swerve
Snapdragon?
The Snapdragon, there you go.
Dragon Whip.
I don't know what it was called.
What slave master been we watching wrestling?
I've been listening to Kevin Nash podcast over and over, man. He knows about Uncle Tom's. Anyway, I even like that little thing where they tried to tell Daniel, get out the way. We don't want him to snap on you. And I was like, oh, shit. You know, they have a black man that's unhinged. They don't know what's about to happen. Too bad he didn't hit Excalibur. That was saving us all the trouble. But, you know, it is what it is. But that was
said that word in a very long time.
That was a very, very well done main event. And it gave you a reason to want to come back to Dynamite, because I don't think anything will be discussed on Collision.
Anybody else have anything to say about this topic?
Did you talk about it or did you just?
I did.
Okay.
I thought it was great and everything. I mean, you don't listen to words I say. I know.
I don't.
I know. So I don't even know why you ask that. You don't ask that on the Sunday show ever. Anyway,
it's already match of the week, isn't it? And then it's probably candidate for match of the month.
Yeah, it's probably gonna hold. It's gonna hold. The next thing I want to talk about, I want to give AEW an absolute strike for the show. An absolute strike.
For the show.
For the show. And I believe it's the format, and I'm blaming Tony Khan mostly. This show was the fallout of Grand Slam, but I feel like we didn't get much fallout of that show. I could have not watched Grand Slam and still watched this show.
I read a report, Marcus, that this show was rewritten because there was a lot of sickness and injury coming out of Grand Slam.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but the key word was sickness. I was like, what the fuck happened? Not injury, sickness.
That's what happens when you go. Oh no, they did the show in Australia. Maybe they got food poisoning in Sacramento.
It's traveling time zones and stuff like that. A lot of things can happen.
My issue was
they've had like 4 days to get back.
Yeah, they've had time. My issue was we had a hair versus hair match. The simplest thing, I need to see the fool bald in front of the people so he can be ashamed of himself and he's bald.
Wait, like when they did it when it happened to CM Punk, he hid underneath a luchador mask for several weeks. So
yeah,
I don't mind him hiding for a bit.
I don't mind him having a do rag
out. He was just chilling in the back though.
He had do rag out. It was do rag William Luda with curly chest.
CM Punk obviously paid it off at being bald. I don't think he was going to do it because they had this. They did this before with the last hair versus hair match. I can't remember who it is. Someone shaved their hair and they never actually showed that person bald. I think it was Trent.
But it's Wheeler Uter in the end of the day.
You don't care about Wheeler.
Okay. I got more. We got the Fatal 4-Way match in which these 4 women are wrestling, but I don't understand why these are the women that got the title match. Mega Bang, loser. I'm blanking out on who else is in this match. Mina ain't won shit ever.
Shafir.
And Marina Shafir. All losers in a tag match from Grand Slam.
I just felt like it was like the KKK. Let's take the title from the black. That's what I thought.
I didn't feel like that at all.
I didn't feel like that at all. How dare you? How dare you push a narrative today?
Yeah, what is that narrative?
I told you I was listening to Kevin Nash podcast.
Kevin Nash don't even say that.
But he knew what Uncle Tom what it was.
Whatever. Anyway, there was no fallout from Grand Slam from any of this. And then they have this match, and these people have title shots in this match, and Willow must defend her title. She retained, but she went through hell. Everybody went through hell.
I really like that match.
Like everybody almost died. Everybody almost died, Betty.
For a Fatal 4-Way, I really enjoyed that match.
It was very fatal.
It was very fatal.
It was very spotty.
I thought Megan Bang was gonna die when she tried that Hurricanrana off the top rope, where it was like, oh, she almost landed on her head, and then poor Willow. I
feel like she did land on her head.
Yeah, she looked like she landed on her head.
And then poor Willow took a head. I don't know if the legs protected on the hardest part of the ring. I was like, oh man, but like it was a solid match though.
The power bomb to the outside where Megan Bang missed the table for Marina Shafir, which killed her. I was just like, man, it's a lot going on, but it's exactly what I expect from a Megan Bang match, and I love it. I love it. I thought it was a solid match though, and I knew Mina was taking the pin. It was a nice
Everybody knew that
for Willow, and she's gonna stay double champ. She's gonna stay double champ for a minute.
By the way, the Mina dance needs to be studied when she comes out to the ring, because I feel like it's someone just being electrocuted, because I don't understand what that dance is.
It's just called I'm out there doing moves. But as I told Marcus on the phone, this was a night for Dynamite because it was 2 women's matches that took place on this card.
And then my final strike for my ultimate strike. Where the hell is your new women's champion? You just crowned a women's champion last week. She beat Stat. We got like 3 promos from Stat since she lost her title. Marcus, I ain't heard from Tekla.
Marcus, but they gave you Thunder Rosa.
I don't want to see no Thunder Rosa.
And how dare you give out an Ultimate X?
Like, this is not TNA.
This is a late show. If we ain't giving out Ultimate X, all right, we ain't working hard enough. Okay, I climbed the rope and I scaled. And I did a little shimmy, and I got to that X, and I gave it to them. But they did have a 2 women's match on the show, and one of them went way too long.
I mean, overall, I thought it was a solid show for what it was. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that took place that I didn't want to have happen because I just wanted the main event. And I was like, oh, so we finally decided to fix the concept. We don't put the match that everybody came to see at the beginning of the show. All right, Tony, I see what you're doing. I was disappointed with the return of Darby. Because I really didn't care about that whole match where it was Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors and then Ishii and Orange Cassidy. Is like, I didn't need them.
Shut up, Eric. Eric, Femme le bouche for the moment. Ishii got a win this week.
I know
He covered the man. The man wasn't looking up at the lights this time. He was the one looking down.
That man's confused. He gonna go to the wrong pay window, and you know it.
and then we had the back, like it was white on white crime to open up the show with Mox versus Mark Davis, where Mark Davis' hand got messed up a lot. But I mean,
Mark Davis is the most relatable man on AEW.
I mean, Betty, Mark Davis is showing up week after week and just putting in work. He just working. He
might be the new Beast Mortos if you want to go down.
Your Beast Mortos showed up.
The Beast Mortos showed up and he showed out.
I thought he was gonna beat Kevin Knight, and I was rooting for him to beat Kevin Knight. So I am happy they threw a curveball to me because I was like, there ain't no way the Beast Mortos is losing this match because they said on Collision he gets a tag match. I fell for that. I fell for the Beast Mortos getting his trios match at Collision because I was like, oh, when they're gonna have the match, they already booked the match, and then when he lost, I was flabbergasted, I was stunned, I was hurt a little bit. And I was like, Mercedes, what's the point of creative control if you're just going to use it for yourself? Help your man out.
It must be the Late Show. If you're using the word flabbergasted.
But, the moment that I think disenfranchised me from the whole episode that really just put me in the tussie.
Oh, hold on. Why have you two suddenly got vocabulary?
Because the fun part is that we know it's the middle of the night for you, so if we use big words, your brain got to work. So it's just...
Well, I just got to work where all my big words go on full display. I don't just say poopy and penis all the time, okay, guys?
I can say that
I've been bringing you down.
I'm very disappointed that they decided to go the route that they went with Hangman and MJF, where we're having, if I don't beat you, then I will never challenge again for AEW Championship. So I guess Hangman is going to WWE NXT now, right?
Because he could win that TNT title, the Continental title, the Trios title, the Kiss My Ass title.
There's 1,000 titles in AEW.
But he's not going to be able to challenge for that AEW title.
Eric, he's currently a champion.
I know he's a Trios champion. That he don't defend that title at all. I just don't like the stipulation.
If the Beast Mortos would have won,
and then
if Frank would have won his match, he would have defended that.
I also don't like that he put all his cards. Like, you supposed to be a hangman, so I assume that you was good at cards. He put all his cards on the table, and we're gonna give MJF until next week to come up with his stipulation of what happens to him. I was like, I don't think this match needed that, in my opinion. It just didn't.
Well, I'm annoyed about. I don't understand why Hangman put himself at such a disadvantage already. Not only is MJF allowed to pick a stipulation, he done added and owns his own stipulation of, I never wrestle for this title again. What are you... At least pick the stipulation if you're doing this shit. If you're doing it the other way, you should be the one to pick the stipulation if you can never... Why are you putting yourself... So my rule would be, well, Hangman, you can't pin me and you can't make me tap. You have to beat me by count out. And... you cannot win the title via count out. So therefore, that's my stipulation. Kiss my ass. You're never challenging for this belt again.
It was
Mr.
like when
Paige.
Hangman came out there, he made it seem like he didn't even have a title shot. I was like, why are you giving up so much? You have the title shot. What are you doing? Like,
you won the tournament.
I don't know. It was bizarre to me. It was a very bizarre occurrence in that situation.
Yeah,
I'd have him fight the entire Callis family as a gauntlet in the gauntlet.
Oh, you gonna have him do the Marcus Gauntlet? What Marcus said, I can whip his ass in the locker room.
In one night, you have to go through an entire Callis family, and then you fight me.
But in a way, let's say if Swerve did really put Omega out, and let's say Hangman does defeat MJF, then that gives you to the story of Hangman versus Swerve again for the AEW title. You can get there.
Wait, say that again?
I'm saying because, Hangman has some type of respect for Kenny Omega, and he's never really trusted.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, because he's never trusted Swerve, and for Swerve to go and be as dastardly as he is, that can make Hangman feel some type of way. So when if he defeats MJF, then you can have their rekindle feud between him and Swerve.
He ain't defeating MJF. This fool is never going to be champion again because you know what? He's been champion twice, and no one's cared both times. Tony has given up on him. And this is the proof. So you can go ahead and win your Continental Classics. You can win your Atlantic titles, your international titles. You can go and win title from CMLL or New Japan or whatever the hell else. You will never be AEW champion again, Hangman Page. It's over. It's over.
And do you care if that happens? Like,
no, I don't care.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I don't.
You let Logan Paul take your buckshot lariat, man.
And then I will also add, this is why the show got straight. I think overall, I thought the show was a good show. I thought it was a good show. Even though I gave it the Ultimate Strike. The Ultimate
Gave it Ultimate Strike, which is
Ultimate
something new.
I just think they should have followed up more on the show. But the last strike goes to Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Leaving the
He
knife.
was on the show?
No, his knife was.
No, he left a knife though.
He left a knife in front of 3 minorities' door. Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. He left a knife there.
Oh, that's why
And
they were talking crazy. Okay.
And I said, ain't nobody afraid of your knife. I saw the video of that man he sent. Yeah, I know we don't have video right now, but that man you stab that man in the hand, you still got a hand now. You have full control. I'm just saying. You ain't scaring nobody with your little knife.
The thing is, he went. If your hand is double stabbed, you still get your mouth.
You still got your mouth so stupid. It's a funny video. And I'm sorry we don't have the video prompted up for it right now, but I thought about that when I saw it. I thought about the knife thing today after I saw the knife thing whenever I saw it. I think last night. El Luchador, we agreed. The main event was fire, and I thought Dynamite overall was the best show this week so far. I think it was better than NXT. I think it was better than Raw. I know Raw has all these mysteries and people in the box and people under masks and all type of twisted turns. But I thought Dynamite had the better show. I thought they were building people up and telling good stories.
I think both Raw and both NXT are at the point where they're trying to they're putting the ingredients into the pot before they make their soup. So they're trying to get everything, going.
NXT got their shit together. SmackDown's on the other hand, I don't know.
They're trying to get stories. SmackDown is kind of the show that just throws everything at you with no rhyme or no reason. You're gonna get a Julia match. You're gonna get Charlotte Charlotte's fighting this week, so now you gotta have to deal with her dealing with Alexa Bliss. Cody gonna do some Cody stuff.
It's all on the line this Friday. Triple K, it's on the line. The Black History Month Classic. When you have Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Damian Priest fight. One of them got to get into that chamber.
That Puerto Rican's going through.
Javon man fucked it up for everybody, though. Javon man fucked it up for everybody.
I think it's going to be DP, man. I think it's going to be DP.
Don't abbreviate his name. Don't abbreviate him.
Yeah,
Double penetration is not in his name.
Yeah.
It's going to be
I don't even know. I don't know what you call an elimination chamber, but our elimination chamber does not involve DP. I'm just saying.
Anyway, it's going to involve into Trick going after Melo's title. It's gonna be Trick going after Melo's title. That's what's gonna happen.
No, because Trick, if they take these people serious, and I mean these people, if they take Trick and Melo serious, they will beat other people other than other minorities who Triple H do not see a future in. I'm just saying.
I think it probably have to be Trick again, but maybe it'll go Melo. Maybe it'll be like, hey, I'll reward you because you ain't defending. No mid-card title is being defended at Elimination Chamber.
It's not.
Well, we only get 3 matches on the WWE shows now.
But the reason why I don't think
pay $30 a show.
The reason why I don't think it'll be Melo because they already got Javon to do all the flipping around, so that's why it could be Trick.
Did you hear the John Cena interview that was done on what's their podcast name?
O'Shea
Jackson's Jackson's son.
No,
Junior.
I didn't listen to it.
What's that fat guy's name again?
The fat guy that's co-host with O'Shea Jackson Jr.
No, Bill Pritchard.
Oh, okay.
Bruce Pritchard?
Bruce Pritchard wanted John Cena's the Saturday Night's Main Event show to be a 1-match card.
You know what? I don't mind that if it was just a celebration of John Cena and all that. But just make it an hour show, one match, he loses. Drama's right there. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that pitch.
No, Bruce don't know anything, man. Bruce is out of touch.
And I think that's this episode, out of touch episode. Old people saying old things, making old comments.
I ain't old yet.
I'm talking about Kevin Nash.
Leave Kevin alone, man. He's been through a lot.
Kevin depressed. Kevin depressed.
I think Kevin thought he was doing the right thing, then he realized, damn, I fucked up. And
he's the only one talking about black wrestlers. He's the only one talking about black wrestlers.
No, the thing about it, Kevin, if he would have just said the redacted version of the apology, I think people would have forgave him. But he just...
live this Sunday, we're going to be live streaming from the hole that Kevin Nash has digged himself in. And we're going to see if he can get himself out of there. And the breaking news, okay? We're going to see if he can get it out there. Hopefully he doesn't tear his quad. But yeah, that concludes our show today. I think overall this was I don't know if Manny feels it was worth it, just being up here in the middle of the night. I don't think, Eric, you watch all of NXT, but we got through it, guys.
I did watch all of NXT. It was nothing else worth to talk about.
They said you said you only watched some earlier.
No, I went and I revisited and watched all, and I realized I watched more than I went, but it was nothing I really cared about. You want to talk about OTM? You want to talk about OTM and Hank and Tate? Do you want to talk about that?
We're done. I didn't say that. I thought you didn't watch all the show because you said you didn't watch all the show.
I took my job serious today, sir. I'm talking about the job on the podcast.
No, real job.
Bullshit.
I need an extra day of work. I need an extra day off.
You Lonnie Reed at best. You ain't no JC. You can't do
in my notes. In my notes, I referred to her as the other one because I couldn't even remember her name.
Oh, Lonnie Reed, yeah, you know.
Laney Reed.
Oh,
is it Laney?
Shit,
Laney.
She ain't Jasmine Nix.
Well, anyway, that concludes this episode, right, Marcus?
Yeah, that does. Thank you, everybody that joined us, Luchador and
Fearfully Confident.
Fearfully Confident. Thank you, guys. Please leave a like, and if you can, we'll be back Sunday with all of our energy and all our pent-up frustration for the week.
Why I got pent-up frustration?
I don't know. You never know what these weeks do, man. They
That's
bring
what
you out.
DP's for.
Stop talking to your priest. Priestess.
He needs to talk to his priest by the amount of time he referred to DP today.
Yeah.
You need Jesus.
Nah.
Shout out to my boy Ilya on the floor, which I think is still the best name in wrestling. He is. Sorry, shows Omega how dangerous he is.
He went inside of Omega. He came out. He just went inside.
He does look a little sick though, going down that move. Like, why am I doing this?
I mean, it looks like the Taco Bell special. Oh no, my tummy.
Oh no. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Think so.